So have you been single way too long and can't even imagine letting someone in? Well, this episode's for you.
All right. So again, welcome to our Soul with the Love program today with Dr. Lise and Dr. Andrea. And before we dive into today's spicy, juicy topic, if you're not subscribed yet, hit that button right now. We're building a community of people who are done with surface level love advice and ready for the real stuff. So, okay, let's go. Today's topic might ruffle some feathers. We're talking about what happens when we stay single so long that we forget how to let someone in. And we are exploring the hidden costs of staying single for too long. So, we can talk about what does that mean? Comfort zone, all of these things. Like, actually, both Andrea and I, we've had a lot of experience being single for a long time, so we can talk about this. So what did you find the challenge? Like,
Well, before you continue that, I think it's important for you to say that you're married, happily married.
yes.
Because otherwise I'd be like, why are you listening to these two? They're single. Don't want to learn from the two single women who've been single for a long time. Okay, well, I wanted to share that with you so that you know Dr. Lise has made amazing leaps and bounds and is in a wonderful, loving relationship. So she's an inspiration to me. And also because of the fact that, you know, you did find love in a later time, even more inspiration because everyone likes to pigeonhole you and say it's not possible or it's too late or you're too old or many reasons. And it's a lie. So going back to the topic, if you're single for a long time, which I mean, you know, it's all relative. What's a long time? I don't think it's a long time because I've still been dating people. It's just that whether or not I've chosen to be in a long-term committed relationship, no. And it's mainly my biggest thing was just working on myself and promising myself that I would not go back into the same toxic patterns that I was in, where I was over-giving, over-pleasing, making sure that they're okay, not even noticing that I wasn't okay. And so for me, that's what I did. It wasn't really, I wasn't trying to control something. I was more like, I know something needs to change and I know that I have been the constant in all the past relationships. And I actually have so much gratitude in my heart for all of them because they have literally helped me become so much in love with myself that now I'm feeling like if and when that man does come, right? Like the one that I did meet, that I had that connection with, I know now I will be able to hold space and I know I will be able to present myself fully, authentically, because I know I don't need him. And I think that's the key thing. So when you're single for a long time, if you're in that scarcity or that lack and you're still thinking you need a man for something, then you're going to be humbled. But if you're single and you're feeling, you know, no, I've been working on myself, I feel like I love myself, then you're going the right way, right?
And I was single for a long time, and I realized part of it was when I was in my mom's womb, I had a twin, and my twin died beside me at 3 months. And it had subconsciously created this such intense desire to find that being that would fulfill me. I had so much riding on this. It was like crazy intense, this thing I had inside of me that I needed to. And I've seen this in use, like when we first start to work on ourselves, at first there's almost a panic if we're single, like we'll never find love. And it's like, it's like a despair that it's inside and we don't believe we'll have it, and it creates pain in our lives. And then we do the inner work and go, actually, I know I can have it, and I will have it when it's right for me. Changes the whole experience of being in love. And again, the same thing is when you are in love with yourself, that's when love happens for being with somebody else. I remember I was sitting actually with my girlfriend, and I was saying, you know, I feel him. I know he's coming. I literally could feel my husband coming. And I knew he was not far from here. I could feel it in my heart. And then like 2 weeks later, that's when I met him. It was like, you know when it's the right time, and you don't want to push it. At the same time, you don't want to stay single for so long that now you're in a different place because you have not done your inner work. It's okay to be alone if you're doing your inner work, but if you don't do your inner work and you're shutting yourself down because now you're afraid of letting someone inside of you, inside of your relationship, then you're missing on the most amazing experience. First, the experience of loving yourself is great, but also the experience of loving another being, because I am convinced that a romantic life is a spiritual evolutionary tool. A romantic life is a spiritual evolutionary tool. If God is love, learning how to love yourself, learning how to love another being, that's actually a very spiritual thing to do, learning how to connect with the heart, connecting in that deep depth of understanding. And often parents will end up doing this with children. The beauty of doing it with children is that no matter what, they will always be your child. And that's why a romantic relationship is actually a challenge above. Because what if I learn to love this being with all my heart and the relationship ends? Now what? Do I still have a life? Am I going to die? I want to kill myself? Like, what is it? So that's why I think learning to love through a romantic relationship is actually a beautiful challenge to give ourselves.
Yeah, I agree. You learn so much. And even if it isn't a romantic, you learn from either friendships as well, right? But in a romantic, it's like literally you're looking at yourself. So you're really, really looking at that mirror.
Yeah.
And seeing, what your beliefs are, what stories you have, because they reflect back to you.
Yeah, when we're single for too long, we actually miss the growth that can only happen when you're in a relationship. You can have a relationship at work, with colleagues, with your family, but when you have a mate, the opportunity to push your buttons to make you feel insecure, and then to get out of that, you are driven to do your inner work, is one of the best things you can do. Like, put yourself in situations where you actually have no choice but to grow in love and wisdom. Love and wisdom, there's only 4 things that live in the heart. One is love, gratitude, inspiration, and wisdom. Love, gratitude, inspiration, and wisdom. For me, love is not an emotion. Love is our core, it's our essence. So the good news is, since it's your essence, you can always reconnect there. You can always get to experience heaven on earth. And when you are grateful, you open yourself to love. And when you are connected in your heart through love and gratitude, then you have access to inspiration. When people come to see me and they tell me, I don't know what to do with my life, I know that they have shut down. They have not connected inside, because when you're connected inside, you get that nudge inside that's guiding you, that's getting you to do like something. You have the calling. It's getting you to want to do something bigger than yourself. And as you go through all of these things, you gain wisdom. If you want to have lots of wisdom, hang around a couple who's been together for 60 years, or someone who's 80 years old, who's still loving and not bitter. They've been through all kinds of challenges, and they've been able to use everything that's happening to their benefits. This is the beauty of being in a relationship. It really helps us it forces us, it becomes a driver. If you want to find true happiness when you're in a relationship, like, you have to remember, like, in the beginning there's the infatuation and everything is fun and hunky-dory, and then after that, after all that settles down, you need to have a commitment. Like, why did we decide to be together? Was it because I wanted you to make me happy, or I wanted you to make me happy, or because we want to grow in love? Really remember that, like, the aim of a relationship is to teach you how to love. So If you want to have it, I guarantee you, you can have true love. But choose someone who also wants to experience true love. Mm-hmm. If you choose someone superficial, who only wants to,
have you as a trophy.
As a trophy, exactly, and wants to drink beer and watch TV, you're not going to have it. So it's important to have, first of all, two people happy together is great, and two people who want to grow in love. This is how you get the full experience. So, if you're single and you've been single for a while and you're ready to open up your heart again, grab our Love is Safe starter kit. It's only $7 and it'll help you see what's been keeping you closed off. The link is in the description. And if this episode made you think, please like it and share it with your single friends. They might need to hear this too. And remember that love is safe. And if it's not safe, it's not love. See you next week. Bye for now.
Bye.